everyone. I'm Peter Giannetti, and welcome to a special International Housewares Association presentation, The Windows Stage in the Digital Age, plus the announcement of this year's GIA Top Window Award honorees. I'm pleased to introduce today's speaker, Ann Kang, a veteran educator and designer specializing in visual merchandising, exhibition design, and brand activation. Ann develops design concepts and solutions for retail, showrooms, trade shows, and promotional events. She is a partner of the design company A&D Kang in partnership with her husband, David Kang. During today's webinar, Ann will share practical ideas and tips that can be applied immediately to maximize the impact of store windows and to drive foot traffic in a world dominated by online experiences and flashy digital imagery. Ann's presentation today will culminate with the announcement of the 2023 GIA Top Window Global Honorees. Sponsored by IHA and the Inspired Home Show, the GIA Top Window Awards honor exceptional creativity and ingenuity in home and housewares window displays worldwide. The global honorees, one small company and one large company, will win a trip to the forthcoming Inspired Home Show in Chicago in March of 2024. Just a reminder, today's webinar is being recorded and will be sent to today's attendees later this week. With that, I'm pleased to welcome Ann Kang. Great to see you again, Ann, and let's get started.
Okay, thank you, Peter. And it's a pleasure to be here and talk about the Windows stage in the digital age. You know, even in the era of advanced technology and e-commerce, window displays continue to be a vital tool in retail marketing for 2023. I personally believe they serve as a bridge between the physical and digital retail worlds, and they're offering opportunities for creativity, storytelling, and engaging customers in a way that no other online platform can really fully replicate. And if you think about where we are, as of today, here in the States, we're enjoying the Las Vegas Exosphere. We just saw the Adobe, digital dress launched, and the compelling work of Refik Anadol at the MoMA. There's no doubt the digital age is upon us, and as it continues to evolve, the boundaries between creative fields become smaller. Architects, designers, and artists often collaborate and draw attention, inspiration and attention from one another, leading to innovative and interdisciplinary work. And that pushes the boundaries of traditional disciplines. So I think the synergy between technology and creativity is going to shape the future in many exciting and unpredictable ways. It's fascinating right now to be observing how brands are embracing technology in windows and public spaces, creating all of these immersive experiences. This innovative use of technology is not only grabbing attention of viewers, but it's also redefining the way that brands connect with their audiences. As technology continues to advance, I guess we can expect even more innovative uses, blurring the lines between physical and digital. This trend is not only engaging, but I think it's a reflection of the growing importance of experiential marketing in today's consumer landscape. Everyone's talking about AR, VR, and most importantly, AI. Retailers can use AR to create dynamic, interactive, and changeable visual displays. I think reducing the need for digital signage and improving customer engagement. Window displays can include interactive AR games. I think that's something that the Gen Z generation would respond greatly to, but everyone loves the challenge of entertainment in windows, and you can offer games or prizes. Retailers can use VR as well to offer live demonstrations of products and services, and customers can easily watch a cooking demo, right, in a store's window. But retailers should really think about creating AR filters or experiences tied to their window displays. This will encourage customers to share their interactions on social media, and it definitely generates a buzz, around the store. But the big question at hand is, how much technology do we really want, and where do we want to see it? Although digital displays allow for dynamic and interactive content, including videos, animations, and interactive elements, as we saw, like AR, the content can easily be updated. And of course, it can change to reflect seasonal promotions, new product launches, or special events. However, theatrical displays, on the flip side, offer a platform for artistic and creative expression, making them highly engaging and memorable. The store can become a local landmark or attraction. They also reinforce brand identity more so than digital, and toggling between the two is probably the best solution. My advice is to be flexible. Video screens are an excellent source for showcasing products in action. You can display product demonstrations, customer testimonials, or the latest offerings to entice customers. Video content's easily changeable. That's the great thing about it, allowing you to adapt your displays for different seasons, holidays, promotions, campaigns. Just don't let it monopolize your store window. And great content is key. Don't let the store suffer from digital fatigue, as we say, because it becomes tiresome. So my advice is sometimes using it more intermittently. So if we look at the window as a stage, then the products are the actors or the performers, right? So each product needs to be casted perfectly in its role. And I look at the explosion of kitchen utensils here. It's fantastic. The multi-level presentation builds out into what I'd like to call a crescendo, and it creates a diagram of everything you need for the kitchen. I love that each piece of cutlery is like standing at attention. And backstage, we can see the work of the window designer, right? So each knife is supported by an L bracket and then carefully wired to it to secure it in place. I can imagine the amount of time it took to figure out this armature and test it before executing it. But crafting compelling window displays does require time and resources. It's an art form and a considerable investment, but I believe the return on that investment can make your store a visual landmark that people will remember and come to see. The nice thing about video is there's constant motion and moving imagery, right? But motion can be introduced into a display by incorporating flying merchandise, suspended elements. This technique adds an element of surprise and movement to an otherwise static presentation. I think we do a lot of visual merchandising through stacking and using risers. So for this kind of thing, all you need really is the right armatures. Thin, almost invisible wires or threads can be used to suspend products, allowing them to appear like they're floating. These wires can also be used to create different geometric shapes within the display. It's not the type of display you do every time you're changing the window, but it certainly adds, a great sense of theater when you do it. The combination of color and aerobatics in these three windows adds a sense of grace, fluidity. It evokes a sense of wonder and curiosity, very artistic, as the merchandise seems to defy gravity and add a touch of theatrics, right? So it's effective for drawing attention and encouraging customers to take a closer look at the products on display. I truly believe sometimes this is the display that gets the the consumer in the door. On the left here, these giant paper florals surround and almost embrace the products. On the right, the waterfall of actual peacock feathers visually elevate this beautiful tableware. In both examples, color and texture become one. So they both demonstrate a high level of craft. So consider how color and texture come together to enhance products being showcased. Products should stand out while still harmonizing with the overall display. And on the flip side of that, here we see a more monochromatic display, but it exudes simplicity and elegance. Love the little pop of lemon in the foreground that contrasts everything that's going on. So if you're curating, a display with black, silver, glass, this really can work. It's cleaned and refined. It has a beautiful aesthetic that's visually appealing to viewers. Sometimes with color simplified, customers can better appreciate form, features, quality of merchandise selection. But it's always fun to see that pop of color, right? I like to call this over the top or maximalism, which is a word that's trending. Maximalism embraces eclecticism, combining elements from different styles, eras, cultures. This can result in a display that feels really unique, diverse. I would say experiment with various materials and textures. This is kind of something you have to work on behind the scenes. Different patterns to create a rich and tactile experience. Even though it's behind glass, tactile will definitely resonate, through the glass. Don't be afraid to mix and match items that might not traditionally go together. Love this array of white vases, all different shapes and sizes. But again, I think, the color or the fact that they're all white really pull the scene together. Theatrical displays transport viewers into different worlds or narratives, right? So this display is akin to a mini theatrical production. There's so many layered elements of drama, storytelling, visual spectacle, right? It really creates an immersive experience. And you can imagine the time that someone would spend standing in front of it. So it evokes emotion, it makes a lasting impression. And I love the little, what I call an Easter egg, kind of that hidden surprise moment, that little mascot who's at the bottom, enjoying the ride on the magic carpet. Representations of characters and mascots or oversized figures right now are trending, and they instantly capture the attention and stand out in busy retail or public spaces. Anything larger than life, any figures, they add a sense of playfulness and whimsy to a display. I realize this is a considerable time investment. Maybe you're partnering with an artist or borrowing a sculpture and giving the artist credit in the window. To customize something like this is a big commitment, but it certainly, again, makes your store a landmark. We witnessed several giant iterations of Kusama figures visiting historic destinations and window displays this summer. The renowned Japanese artist, who I think everyone knows for her distinctive polka dots and vibrant colors, collaborated with LVMH in a really big way. So I think on the heels of this, you can create your own window mascots using lots of creativity. As you see here, creating characters are a fun and memorable way to connect with your audience, whether you're promoting a particular brand of merchandise or a special event or a seasonal theme. They create a sense of excitement and wonder that draw people of all ages. And it really does make a strong impression. I think this kind of thing also has lasting moments on social media, and you can get a lot of mileage out of it. So let's look and jump over to some windows that specifically target our Gen Z and our alpha shoppers. You know, to effectively target these shoppers, it's essential to understand the characteristics, values, preferences. These two generations, you know, they're known for highly, you know, being highly tech savvy, high level of social consciousness. They seek out authentic brands, but they are value driven, and they respond well to brands that are transparent about their practices and values or the origins of their products. So using messages that emphasize honesty and openness, I think they appreciate brands that don't take themselves too seriously, and they love memes and lighthearted content. That can certainly resonate. I also think biophilic displays reinforce a brand's commitment to sustainability and the natural world. And I think this resonates with this generation of shopper as well. Use natural materials, wood, stone, bamboo, cork for shelving, upcycled, you know, pallets. You try and bring the, you know, outdoors inside. And of course, you know, lighting plays a big role, but I often believe in providing educational signage about plants and natural materials. I was just at a retailer this weekend, and the joy of walking around and seeing just chalkboard signage telling me what I'm looking at, what type of plant, was really not only helpful, but interesting, almost like the way we feel when we visit a museum and we're gathering information. So think about using that into your displays to promote a deeper connection to nature, and mimic natural light with well-designed artificial lighting that replicates warmth and color of sunlight. I think we're all using a lot of cool LED. For certain seasons, you might want to switch out the bulbs. You might want to use some gel filters on your lamps just to change it up a little bit. Incorporating cartooning and sketching and animated characters in window displays can resonate with the gaming generation. I really think this is very exciting. This generation has a strong affinity for digital entertainment, animated characters, and, you know, visual style cartoons. So tap into the nostalgic of retro gaming by incorporating maybe a classic pixelated character, an arcade style element into your display. And lastly, I'm going to encourage you to play with food and create thematic displays that reflect different cultures and cuisines. I think shock and surprise with unexpected elements. I love our pasta girl here. I love the oven mitt that becomes a glove. So I think this is something you can do for a special occasion to make them take a second look, certainly around seasonal times. Consider collaborating with a local artist or a food stylist and challenge them. You know, they might want to come into the windows and create something, and you can, you know, share that experience as well as make the store, again, a landmark. So I hope you enjoyed some of those ideas and tips today. And now I'm honored to announce the top window award.
Thanks, Anne, for a very informative and revealing look at how imaginative window displays and immersive experiences can give today's physical retailers a distinct advantage in what has become a hyper-competitive, technology-infused marketplace. And I'm pleased to move today's presentation to the 2023 GIA Top Window Awards. I'm going to hand it back to Anne, who is a veteran GIA judge, with the announcement of the 2023 honorees for small and large retailers. Anne, back to you.
Okay, thanks, Peter. The Top Window competition recognizes and celebrates the best and most innovative window displays in the home and housewares industry worldwide. The global honorees, one small company and one large company, will win a trip to the Inspired Home Show in Chicago in March of 24. So let's look at the judging criteria, just to kind of go through it a little bit. The winning windows should be professionally executed, demonstrate very high level attention to detail, include great storytelling, an innovative approach to merchandising products, fun propping, use of color, texture, design, composition. And with that, I would like to thank our expert jury, Henrik Riesby Nielsen, Wolfgang Grushwitz, and of course, Scott Kono. Thank you all for participating. And now, the GIA honoree in the small company category is Elasser Peter AG, and that's from Switzerland. So the motto for the showcase is, "In the beginning, there was fire." And the inspiration for the window came from the 1981 film Quest for Fire. And the team created a scene with fire and a Neanderthal named Einstein. The store owners actually built the human figure from scratch. Birch branches frame the scene, and the prices are painted on stones. It's a little small, so you can't see those. But Einstein holds a pair of barbecue tongs, and customers are attracted to the orange vinyl on the window. They mentioned that half the village watched this window being created, and really very, very exciting and lots of fun. Congratulations. And for our honoree for the large company category, we have Culinarium from Spain. So the theme is springtime in culinarium, and this shop window was inspired by the Girona Temps de Fleur, which is a flower show that creates scenarios made of flowers that create poems and dioramas. And their idea was to capture the client's attention using color and texture. So congratulations.
Well, I'd like to thank Anne for her unique insights on the enduring and captivating power of effective visual merchandising. And congratulations to this year's GIA Top Window winners who embody the spirit of many of the things that Anne shared with us today. So thanks to everyone. As mentioned earlier, today's presentation will be sent to today's attendees later this week, and we will look to post it soon on the IHA website, housewares.org. I want to thank all of our viewers today. I hope you were inspired to think about new ways to bring life to the physical retail merchandising space. And we will see you all soon, especially at the 2024 Inspired Home Show in Chicago. Thanks, everyone. Take care.